Hello, Forester fans. My name is Lily Evans, and today I will be interviewing Coach Cat on the big win against Knox. Are there any players that performed really well?
Yeah, I mean, on offense, Trey Stewart had a really efficient day, threw for 3 touchdowns, scored another one with his legs. Armani Brown ran really physical. Damon Bonds was pretty explosive in his running. I thought that our defensively, a lot of guys kind of stood out differently. Trent Brown was all over the place. He obviously made the big interception play at the end of the first half. Robbie McPhee had 3.5 tackles for a loss. Javon Quinn was putting some big hits out there in the run game. So I think it was a really balanced group effort. And so I think because of that, it's really exciting to see that, because when you're not just dominating with one player, you have to force those other teams to account for everybody, not just one person. So.
How does your offense prepare for games like this? Clearly you took a 20-point lead at the beginning of the game. How does your offense limit their errors?
Yeah, I think as cliche as it sounds, we took what the defense gave us. We saw a formational tendency that we thought we could exploit. We ran the first 2 or 3 plays of the game, had a nice job, but part of it was where our defense got a starting field position. I mean, we had the ball on the plus side of the field, I think 3 of our first 4 drives, and so those short fields tend to lead to points. I think that Trey had a maturation game where he was really comfortable with what he was going to see from the defense, and because of that, he knew exactly where to go with the ball pre-snap. I think a couple of those situations really led to positive yards for us. So I think that it's that time in the film room the week leading up. If we can process things with those mental reps in the film room, bring them out to the field, execute them in practice, I think that helps. I also think the other thing was really good this week is that our defense and their defense have some similarities. And so when we asked our scout team to give us that look, they were able to do a really good job with it. And so our scout team had a great week last week on defense, giving our offense the look they were going to see on Saturdays. And so I think that was really productive for us.
Knox had 5 turnovers. How did your defense prepare for this?
Yeah, I think one of the big things with the takeaways we had on Saturday, 2 of them were caused by really good, strong tackles or hits. I mean, Trent Brown pops the one out that Dylan Peterson gets. Javon Quinn gets his hand in the throwing lane on the one that Trent gets as an interception, tips the ball to him. And I think a couple of the other ones, one was just, to be honest with you, it was luck. When Brandon Rollins, as a defensive tackle, gets an interception on a play that literally went from one sideline to the other sideline and back, I think that was just more luck than anything else. But our guys were hitting at a very high level. I thought we were the more physical team on Saturday, and I think that really caused some of those takeaways. The early fumble was, you could see the punching effort by our guys to punch the ball out, and then you saw on the kick return one, Trent Tyson makes a great hit, and Charlie Forden's coming in from behind, and I can't even tell you which one of the 2 of them caused it, but the ball was out and we recovered it. So I think that our guys focus on that every single day. Coach Butts harps on that as part of their rock standard evaluation, that they have to be punching at the football to get that out. I think that helps our offensive guys protect the football. I think it makes our defensive guys really hungry to get that ball.
Next week you're on the road to Cornell. What is your primary focus this week to prepare for that?
I actually have the bye week this week. Yeah, we're a week away from Cornell. We don't have a game this week.
You don't?
Go back later and ask a question. Yeah, we're a bye week this week. Cornell next week.
Oh, well.
So we say have to use bye week.
How do you use the bye week?
Yeah, at this point, we're 7 weeks into the season if you take our preseason, so we're really at the halfway point of the whole calendar. So for us, it's going to be a week of kind of resetting the body, letting guys recover from any of the dings and bruises they got in the first couple of games, and getting ourselves fresh for next week. We'll have a really heavy weight room schedule this week, and probably not as much on the field, letting guys get some joint recovery. Put Coach Parker to work over there in the weight room, and so our guys are going to be hopefully coming out of this week super fresh, getting ready for that road trip out to Cornell. But this week is kind of a reset, reevaluation. We'll do some self-scouting on offense and defense. And then I think really the biggest thing is, having a little bit of downtime too. I mean, I told everybody one of the things I was kind of excited about the bye week is, yesterday on Sunday was our first off day as coaches. So even though the players had days off, our coaches hadn't had a day off since August 9th. And so to be able to take that Sunday, spend it with the family, and kind of rejuvenate ourselves, I think is important, and I think that'll be good for all of our coaches. But then for the players, they're able to get that break as well. And then this upcoming weekend, we'll get out on the road and recruit a little bit, and the players will get a chance to kind of reset themselves as well.
Continuing on that, how is the health of your team?
Like any football team, I think we're battling with some injuries right now. We've kind of made some choices to hold some guys out because we know they're coming back. And, we want to make sure that they are given the time to get the rest that they need. I think defensively, it's kind of interesting. The last two games, we played 38 snaps against Lawrence. We played 58 snaps against Knox. Most teams are playing 80 snaps a game. So we actually had 2 games for the same number of reps. Most teams are getting 1. So I think we've allowed ourselves a little bit more freshness and freedom there to get healthy. But we've really actually made some conscious decisions with some of our players to, give them an extra week or 2 on some soft tissue things to get back. But I think coming out of the bye week, we'll have a few extra guys added to the roster for that first week. And I think that's a positive for us because when we're at full strength, we're even better than when we're at partial strength. You were getting names out of that for me.
All right, that's all I have for today. Thank you, Coach Cat.
Thanks for having me, Lily. Appreciate it.